I have a suggestion. We just had a little short talk, okay? Yous are all here right now, all concerned. Way back in history, he just explained about the chairperson, American flag, right? Are you happy with that?
No?
That compromises your freedom, huh? You're concerned with your kids. Okay, what did that? Somewhere along the way, all the other Ganusuni people, except the Kanyukeaga, took the George Washington belt. You know what that is now, right? It's that belt with the house right in the middle, big house and a little house in the middle, and inside of it. You know what that means? The big house is the White House, George Washington's house. That little house is the Lung House. Yeah, that's what that means.
It used to be
It
reversed.
means he put those people that accepted the George Washington belt under his armpit, under his control. That's what happened there. The Mohawks would not take it because they wanted to read it. They wanted to read the black and white because they could read back then. Some, okay? But they wouldn't let them. So they backed off of it. They said, no, we will not deal with it then. But the other nations took a hold of that and became BIA Indians. Okay? That's our problem. Maybe that's your problem in Onondaga. Because it's creating a confusion in the mind of a lot of the people. Are we sovereign? Are we free? Or are we got a collar around here tied to Washington? Are we animals? Are we slaves? Are we their citizens? Or almost their citizens? Are we their subjects? What is that other word they use? Zawira. When you're a child, there's a word they use.
Kaya duty.
Ward.
Word.
See,
yeah.
Sons and daughters.
Yeah, that belt made you a ward of the state. It made you a child. Okay? Made you a child. He has become responsible for your welfare in that agreement. Then we wonder why when we go get what we believe is supposed to be our money from the gold, silver, land, and this and the rose, all of that stuff, it isn't that money. It's American citizens' money that they are giving to you, and you are accepting it as. You see, so could that be the problem? And it's really not a misunderstanding of Estrada-Goeman. See, because what that does is it puts the chiefs in a leadership position. You see? Whereas the Estrada-Goeman doesn't do that. It makes them your servants. They have to do as you, once you decide, they have to carry that through, up to everybody, okay? So, we were just wondering here, maybe that's what you should talk about that.
Yeah.
Do we want to go on living under that George Washington belt? Create a real ruckus in the whole Ganushini Homeland. Pull everybody out of George Washington belt and become the sovereign we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
How many people would have to get up in the morning at the sunrise and start working those seeds? See, that's the difficult part, because we're going to have to get calluses. we're gonna have to wake up with a sore back. Right now, life is very easy for a lot of us because of that, all right? Difficult in the way things are running, but individually, we got it made in most cases. A lot better than a lot of people in the world, that's for sure. So what would you like? Would you like to weigh that out and make a decision amongst all of you so you know where you stand?
As long as I remember, they had that George Washington belt hanging in the longhouse at Onondaga.
It's on our preschool in Cattaraugus.
Yeah.
In a brand new building they just built, it's on there. I never realized it, but for years it's been the letterhead. I never noticed it as the
Yeah.
letterhead of the thing.
We take it for granted.
But now that I've seen the whole thing on the building, it's that George Washington belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Crazy.
so-
It subjugates us to them.
See, there's another thing that keeps being said all the time, everywhere, is that our citizens, our people, we don't have citizens. We don't have citizenship.
That's
And that, there was a demonio. We are free people. Citizens are not a free people. Citizens are managed like a herd of cattle. They have to abide by this, abide by that, because all the rules, laws, regulations are made up here, and everybody has to follow. And then when they say you're their citizen, it means you're their property. You're not a free person. You're their property. And with us, it's not that way. And we are not a nation. We have never been a nation. We are people. And the people are made up of families. We are families. We are people. And that's why all Ungwahumwe we refer to as Ungwahumwe. Because we're all one and the same. The speaking different languages and having different ceremonies and so on doesn't make us different, other than we do some things differently. But we've always been told from when we're little, we have only one mother. That's this land. And all the Ungwahumwe on this land, we all originated from this mother. We all lived in different areas. That's why we evolved having different languages and so on and so forth. So, Yashinabi, brother at Seer, he is your brother.
Yeah.
If they were Lakotas, Danaes, they're your family. They're all your relatives. You're all your relations. That's why these clans, if you're a Wolf clan and you leave from here, you go to Mohawk country, Mohawk family, that's your family. You go to the Danaes, the Wolf clan, that's your family. No matter where you go, you are not a stranger. You are a relative. You are a family. That's why all the Wahumas, even into the Central America, South America, all over they have clans. If you're a Wolf clan and you go there, there's no Wolf clan, there's Fox or Coyote clan, that's your family. All the different ones, water creatures and that, Eel clan, you go out there, there's other clans out there of the same, that's your family. And we're all family, and that's why we have to keep remembering. Never mind the citizenship. And Anishinaabe woman, she said it very clear at a meeting in Montreal. She says, our people, and these are Ungwahumwe people. They said, we do not want sovereignty. She says, we want our independence from the white man's laws, rules, and regulations. I thought to myself, finally somebody understands. Because what is sovereignty? It's not our word. It's not even our concept. We always go back to what we are free people. We do not need somebody to tell us we're sovereign. But what is it? We believe somebody can give us that. They cannot give us any of that. What to be sovereign is to be able to have the right to exercise your birthright. The non-interference in exercising your birthright. But you, the people, you, the families, have the responsibility to protect that birthright for your children, for your grandchildren, for the faces you'll never see. Why we say 7 generations. We don't just look to 7 generations. The only reason we start at 7 generations because we will never see our grandchildren of 7 generations away. That's how far you have to look. Because in the language it says, Jita hadiku sodaje. As the faces appear on this earth, that's who you're looking for, looking out for them. That you're going to work that far because you're working for Genoa. Forever. Forever. That's why we said, as long as the water flows, as long as our babies are being born in this land, we have a responsibility to them. And that's to protect their birthright. That's who we must start to get our understanding. It's who we really are. Never mind the white man's terminology. What does our language tell us? That's what matters today. Even though we don't maybe speak the language, we should start asking, what is the proper way to say it? Even if we start with those words. But understand, you've got to start someplace. The solution to what's going on with us isn't in the English language. It's in our language. It's in Owonagayu. We got to stop being lazy. And it's laziness that causes us to develop dialects. Becoming sloppy, irresponsible. Like back home now, our people are doing the same thing, like he mentioned. You know, they call my nephew, they call him Johnny. What the hell is a Johnny?